Poverty is a wheel. It's a cycle that you follow round and round. Once you're on that wheel, once you're in that cycle, it's very hard to climb out of it. My name is Dr. Maynard Caliendo. I teach political science at North Central College, and I'm the author of a book called Inequality in America: Race, Poverty, and Fulfilling Democracy's Promise. My interest is in understanding why opportunity in the United States is so great for some of us and so limited for others. For many people, it has to do with a cycle of disadvantage. The cycle starts with someone who's working but making a very low income. That income affects the kind of housing you can afford to have. The kind of housing you have affects the success you're likely to have in high school, and of course, your success in high school affects your successes in college. In the 21st century, your college education affects the sort of job you have, which determines what kind of income you make, and the cycle repeats. So for many, many people, the idea of a better life for our children is simply not a reality. If you grow up at a disadvantage, your children grow up at a disadvantage. The cycle repeats. This is how economic inequality works in America. The cycle perpetuates, and we have to understand this isn't just about individual choice. It isn't that human beings are making decisions to oppress other human beings. This is about a system. There's a cycle rooted in our social and political structure, and that cycle has to be interrupted. So how do we do that? One thing we've learned is that education can be a great equalizer. The fact that our educational system is so unequal is the root of so much inequality. What the Neighbor Project is saying is, what if we could change that, family by family? If you could start with one family and offer them greater wealth and greater stability, would that also increase their children's successes in achieving an education? And could you do that with more and more families? Over time, could you begin to strengthen entire neighborhoods? The Neighbor Project is premised upon the hope that this model is scalable in this way. Harvard University political scientist Robert Putnam has written extensively about something called social capital. Social capital is the extent to which we're invested in the people around us. How much do I have a stake in seeing my neighbor be prosperous and successful? How interconnected do I feel? In this country, we pay taxes to support schools, even if we don't have kids. The idea is that my community is a better place if the people around me have an education. That's one form of social capital. The Neighbor Project's vision is a version of that, and it's completely voluntary. There's no taxation, there's no government involvement. This is individuals saying to other individuals, I choose to invest in you. This is a model that says, if I can make your life better, then that makes my life better too, because you and I are connected. We live in the same world. It is neither liberal nor conservative, Democratic nor Republican. It's human, it's loving, it's smart, and it works. We talked about the cycle of disadvantage, about how hard it is to break that cycle, but the opposite is true as well. If I can help you be more successful, if I can help you to own an asset like a home, or to have a more stable life and a more successful education, that cycle will be hard to break as well. It's going to yield a stronger community for us and for our children and for their children. And so an investment in people is an investment that continues to pay a return for all of us, generation after generation.